Midnight Persona again, and I'm here doing another little vlog. This one is not so much of a story as much as it is more information about me that people might not know. But most people who know me know that I have a few issues and things like depression, OCD, diabetes, overweight, a lot of issues, and some of them that I am sitting to work on, you know. One of the biggest issues that I've been having lately is the anxiety getting intense. And mind you, I've gone to the doctors and counselors and they've given me stuff for it, but I'm not the type to really take pills for anything that isn't, like, medically imbalanced unhealthy wise. And I know that sounds really dumb because obviously if I need meds for anxiety and things like that, then I do it. And the anxiety pills I've gotten are more of a, when you're feeling it come on, take this to calm you down. So it feels more like a sedative, which I'm sure is what it is. But there's a lot of things as of late that have sparked anxiety to the max, and I have no control over it. People think that if you're anxious or socially awkward, that it's just a situation if you need to get out of the house and talk to people. Honestly, that's not always the point. Some people are just, there's past experiences that made them that way. There is situations that their body just can't handle being out talking to people for too long. There's introverts, you know, and people need to be more understanding that as an introvert and having social anxiety, that it's not a simple, just go talk to people. It'll fix it. You know, too many people have that kind of mentality. But as for me, there's a lot of stuff. I always get really nervous and anxiety ridden when I feel like I'm going to do something that's going to upset someone. I try my hardest to make people smile and to make people happy, and I am the type of person who lives off of laughter and smiles and happiness. So when I see that people are really upset with me or upset in general, I get a little nervous or anxiety. It's mostly, the anxiety comes from people being mad at me, especially when there is no explanation. You know, it's just oh, I'm mad at you and I hate you. And I'm like, well, what did I do? And they're like, you should know what you did. Which is a phrase I hate, by the way. There's quite a few phrases that I really, really hate. And you should know what you did is one of them, because if I'm asking you, I obviously don't know what I did. So could you just explain it to me rather than beating around the bush and making me look like a jerk? Another thing is when I'm talking to someone that I really, really respect and really love, and I say something and there's silence. Sometimes I feel like, oh no, did I say the wrong thing? Did I mess up? What did I say wrong? Did I insult them? You know, and then I'm into a spiral of anxiety, which makes me stop talking and back away, which then makes the other person think that maybe something they did was wrong, but really it's just me feeling like I shouldn't bother this person anymore. There's when things are dirty or unorganized, or if things are out of my hands. Like if something is going wrong and I want to fix it, but there's nothing I can do to fix it because nature takes its course or things like that, it drives me crazy. Being around people who obviously were mean to me or cruel in the past, that is something that's always anxiety ridden, because I have friends that continue to be friends with those people who did me very wrong, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, but in some cases I feel like there should be this kind of, I feel like as a friend, if you know this person literally stabbed this person in the back and you saw it happen, you were there 100% witnessing it, you should still kind of talk to the other person, or even just kind of, I don't know, it's really hard to explain because I always feel like there's this deep loyalty to friends. But it gets so hard in this day and age because everyone's backstabbing everybody else and nobody wants to be friends with anybody else, instead of just sitting down and talking out your problems and figuring out what's wrong. Because I really think that a lot of people could get along more if somebody would just talk about things. Then there's a situation where people are just jerks and there's no getting around it. Then there's stuff like issues, like major political and social issues, where I always speak up about them. But a lot of the times when I do, I really get like chastised or slammed back down for them. So as of late, I have stopped talking about a lot of things. Like there's so many issues going on that I want to talk about. Like there's the cosplayer drama, the blackfacing in general in cosplay, games and stuff that I don't agree with, or just things in general that couldn't be talked about. It's not necessarily political, but just things I want to talk about. And then if I have an opinion on it, a lot of times people will be like, well, I think that's dumb and you should stop even talking about this thing. And I'm like, yeah, but someone else I know posted the same thing and I'm agreeing with them and you're calling me dumb. What? Why? And I actually witness these things a lot. You can ask my friend Subaru, Ian, my husband, Anthony, my other best friend. They have witnessed people literally tear me down for asking for help to move into a new house. And people have called me passive aggressive, and I don't really think I am, because normally what I'm saying is 100% what I'm meaning. But I think there's so many people who are passive aggressive in the world that it becomes this backwards thing of, because this person's passive aggressive when they say that, then you obviously mean it the same way. But I'm quite literal about a lot of things I mean, you know. If I say, well, you know, if you didn't want me somewhere, you could have just told me. People take that as me going, I'm so upset I didn't get invited. And I'm like, no, I mean, like, if, you know, if you didn't invite me to something, I get it. I don't need to be told that I wasn't invited, but it's kind of like if we're best friends or we're really close and you're like, I don't want to invite this person, you know? It's a little more of a sting to find out that you just didn't invite me. You don't have to lie or beat around the bush and be like, yo, well, something happened, or well, this was wrong, or well, you know, and I know people are gonna think that I'm using an example, and I'm not using any example in particular. I'm just saying that I'm very straightforward, you know, tell me what's wrong, tell me what the problem is. Does it mean I won't get hurt, because naturally as a human you get hurt, but it does mean that I do want to know exactly what the problem is. That's how my brain is wired. It's wired to know what is wrong and how can we fix it. And if we can't fix it, that's okay, but I need to know what the base problem is. I troubleshoot in my brain. That's how it works. I troubleshoot everything. So a lot of people don't understand that's how my brain is wired, and that's how it works. And it's one of those, not everybody's gonna get it, and I don't understand. I don't expect everyone to get it, but respect that it's a problem or a thing that I'm working through, or a thing that I have. So, other parts of anxiety, it's something that everybody needs to work through if they have it. My anxiety has peaked so much over the years, and it used to be a situation of, I used to just be chill and have fun and go out cosplaying and just be everywhere and make friends and all that stuff, and it's so easy. And then over the years of being a part of the community, you get stabbed in the back. You get people who tell you, well, you're too fat for that cosplay, or well, you're too dark for that cosplay, or well, I'd love to cosplay with you, but I don't really like your craftsmanship, or things like that. And it has stopped becoming as fun as it used to be. And the more and more I'm in this community, the more and more my anxiety peaks. Though, you know, at the moment, I'm working through things, and I'm, you know, trying my best to become me again and build back the pieces. And it's gonna take time. But that's my share of the day of anxiety and how it works for me. There's more, but I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. So if you sat through the whole video and listened to me ramble on about things, thank you, and I appreciate you. And if you have any questions or want to learn more about me, let me know. I'll sit and do a whole discussion about things about me. I know I talk a lot, but YouTube has been a good way for me to fix my anxiety and fix the issues I've had, because I've had a hard time leaving the house and I've hermited myself away. So if I can at least use YouTube as a platform to talk to people, even if there's very few people watching my videos, it helps me grow, and it helps me become more like me again. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Every view that I get on a video, I'm so ecstatic, and I wish there were more, of course, but you know, I'm just happy to be able to do something and sit down and vent all my issues or talk about things. But thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. So I hope to hit you guys up with the next video.